All right, Heather here from Portland Volvo with a certified pre-owned 2018 Volvo XC90 T6 Momentum in onyx black metallic with an amber leather interior. This video is for Hen M, who asked if I'd go over the lighting in further detail, and since this vehicle has the advanced package, I thought I'd do lights, camera, action. So this has Thor's hammer active bending headlights, and the daytime running lights are the T for that big Thor's hammer. And active bending means that when you turn your wheel, the headlights, the little lights inside, will actually follow the road, resulting in a very well lit road. These are also auto high beam lights, and we'll go over that when we're inside. Also, when you lock the car, the lights will light up and your side mirrors will fold in. And at night, when you arrive at your car, when you unlock your car, those lights will come on as well. And that's a nice way to be greeted in a dark parking lot. And when you turn it off and you leave for the day, we'll be able to set the length of time that all the lights stay on while you're gathering your things and walking away from your car from 30, 60, or 90 seconds. While we're in the front, I'll show you this. So this has the advanced package, and that gives you the 360-degree camera system. And that system is made up of 4 cameras, and it gives you a bird's eye view of the car. And so the first one is right there in the front. And check out those 21-inch wheels. Those are really nice. So the other cameras on the side. This is also good to know for if you're driving around in the snow. The winter roads can get awfully dirty. You'll be able to clean those off if there's a problem with the visibility. The 4th camera is just above the license plate here. And then we'll go inside. So this has keyless entry. And so I have the one key fob in my hand, and I will just, you hear, so it's not a pull immediately. You kind of rest and wait a beat, and then you can open. I see people often are getting frustrated because it doesn't open fast enough, but you just have to wait a beat. And I'll have my foot firmly on the brake. This is the ignition switch here. You'll twist that, and then you see all of those safety features listed. And so the blinker stalk here, this is the fog light. So you'll see that illuminate in green. But this is cool. This has rear fog lights, and you see that I just turned that on, that illuminates in orange, and that is, so the top one is front, the bottom one is the back, green, orange. And I'll show you what that looks like. And that is for when you're driving in terrible, terrible snow or rainy conditions. And it just gives the folks behind you better visibility that you're there. You know, sometimes if you've been driving in Maine in the winter, you know how hectic it can get, and it's a really nice peace of mind just to have that extra little something. And it is really bright. It's hard to see during the day right now, but it really does help with the visibility. back inside the auto high beam. So if it's at night and we're driving and we have our regular headlights on, because it's set to auto, just set it and forget it, leave it right there. But if you click that up, this at the very top up here illuminates green with a little A in the headlight symbol. See? So once you have that engaged, it's auto high beam. So you don't have to worry about high beaming people that are oncoming traffic. The car will just sense it and turn off the high beams and then turn them back on when that car has passed. It'll also turn off when you're in bright intersections or other sort of lit scenarios. And quickly I'll show you the 360-degree camera system. So there we have it, the 4 cameras, and you can choose what you'd like for a better look, a closer look. Of course, once you shift into reverse, that backup light will just automatically pop on. If you have a door open, that will happen. So if a door is just kind of closed, oh, I didn't. You'll know it because the whole camera is blacked out. And that's what it looks like if you reach down under it. Weird. And then for lighting, you'll drop that down and go into settings and my car and lights and lighting. The exterior lights. This is where you'll be able to set the different timing that I spoke of earlier. So, maybe if you're in the garage, you pull into a garage, you don't need the lights to stay on that long. Keep it at 30 seconds, but maybe if you have a longer driveway, you'd like to keep the lights on longer. Whatever you'd like, it's your car. High beam timing, so if you feel like it's going too slow, if you feel like you really are anxious about high beaming people, put it on normal. The welcome light when you're unlocking the vehicle, so every time I unlock, that light comes on. I would like that, unless I want to be in stealth mode, then I'll turn that off. Daytime running lights, I think those are really nice to always have on. And then the triple flash turn indicator, I think that's kind of a standard. And it's an option here if you don't like it. So when you're driving and you're changing lanes, instead of clicking the signal stalk all the way hard, it just clicks 1, 2, 3 and then goes off. Sometimes if I'm in another car that doesn't have that, I'll end up using the directional signal and keeping my signal on for longer than it's supposed to be. The interior lighting. And not all of these cars have this level of interior lighting, but this one has the, you can change the color of the lighting. And like I said, it's hard to see during the day, but basically underneath the trim along the bottoms, the whole car will illuminate in whatever color you would like to have. Or you can set it by temperature, which is cool during the winter, and then you know if the car is warmed up yet by what color the interior is. Also, there's a light that projects. It just kind of cascades down from here and illuminates this whole area. Not in an overly, lit, like super bright way, but in just enough of a light that you'll be able to see things in these little compartments, or be able to use these optional touch buttons here that aren't lit up. I think that's most of it for the lighting situation, lights, camera, action. So let's go to the action. This is your drive mode selector, and little more fuel efficient setting, comfort, everyday use. It's always set to comfort unless you change it. Off-road is good for a little bit of snow or gravel. It's not like four-wheel drive Jeep, like off-road capability like that, but it's a just help you dig into the ground a little better for more traction. And then dynamic will get you, will actually lower the car by 2 inches and tighten up the suspension and get you quicker shifting, so and a little bit louder engine, so it just feels like a sportier, peppier vehicle, and that's again your choice. And I just put a bunch of sunscreen on, so you'll see all of my fingerprints, but if I hold this button down for 2 seconds, that's all gone, and I'll be able to just wipe that all away. Or if you just like to drive without any other distractions, sometimes it's nice to just be really simple. You can leave it like that, and then press home button to turn screen on. This is your home button. That's what that's talking about. This also has navigation. This also has the Bowers & Wilkins sound system. So there are 19 speakers giving you 1,400 watts of power. Let's see, you can see the Kevlar speaker in there, the yellow speaker. I think that looks actually really cool with the amber leather interior. And you can honestly feel the music when you're in this car if it's up loud enough. And if we go over to the right, this sound experience is where we'll be able to change up some things. So you can set concert hall is just this epic, resonating, beautiful sound. Individual stage is a little, think of a nightclub. And then studio it's good for talk radio. I think the best for talk radio, things like that, and other music if you don't like the sound of the concert hall. I think it sounds amazing, but your choice. Driver, you can set that all or just drown everyone out. This is your climate control. Touch where you'd like the heat to go or the cool to go. This has heated seats, heated steering wheel. Click back, that's back to our home screen. And all the way here, some of the vehicle functions. This is fun. You can adjust the passenger seat from your seat. If you're sitting here and you drop your left hand down, you'll be able to move that around. Amber interior is really hard to film because I think the camera is trying to assume that it's a flesh tone and trying to even it out. It's really interesting. But I promise you it's one color in here, and I think it looks great with this dark flame birchwood inlay, the shiny inlay. I think it looks really nice. All right, guys. Well, I hope that has answered some questions and got you further interested in this XC90. This one is stock number 6072A, and PortlandVolvo.com has all the details. And if there's any other suggestions or anything you'd like me to go over in detail, I am happy to. Just let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching from Portland Volvo. We'll see you soon.